Hello, and welcome to Cindy's Corner. Today, boys and girls, I know you don't have this book, so you can't go get it. Well, you can go get it because it's your chance to visit Cindy's Corner and go to the store and order your own book. And you can even order it from me and I'll sign it for you. But let's go ahead and check it out first. All right, and then make sure you give us a thumbs up. And I'm going to ask you a challenge question at the end, and make sure you answer that question. Today, our story is How Will Winkle Get a Piece of Grandma's Pie? Does your grandma make good pies? What kind do you like? Be thinking about that. When we turn here, here's our Winkle friend. Then we turn to our title page. How will Winkle get a piece of Grandma's pie? The author is Tommy and Cindy Coleman. That's us. And our illustrator is all the way from close to Vancouver, Canada. And that is Faye Bonnick. She does a great job with Winkle. Grandma has sent Winkle a text. It says, I have just made a pie. Would you like a piece? Of course he does. Winkle immediately replies, yes, with a smiley face. He knows Grandma's pies are so sweet and buttery that they make his taste buds dance until they push up the corners of his mouth. He smiles with every bite. Oh, yes, Winkle wants a piece of Grandma's pie. How will Winkle get a piece of pie? Grandma lives across town. It is too far to walk. He could not arrive before dark. He would be tired and scared. That's no good. Winkle wonders, could I take an airplane? Winkle thinks planes are cool. Winkle flew on a plane with Mommy and Daddy on vacation. Flying was super fun. He thought people and trees looked tiny from the sky. However, Winkle knows that airplanes travel is best when you are traveling a long distance. Grandma's house is not that far. Besides, an airplane cannot land in Grandma's yard. That's no good. Winkle would like to take a train. He loves trains. Winkle plays with his toy train that blows real smoke. He pretends he is an engineer and calls out to his passengers, all aboard. That means you better get on the train right now. It is ready to go. Unfortunately, the train station is not close to Winkle's house, and he cannot get a ticket to ride. That's no good. Winkle asked himself, could I take a ship? Winkle has seen large ships in the harbor. His daddy told him about these ships. He says Cargo ships carry goods across the ocean for people to buy and trade. Sometimes the sailors on these ships cannot see land for many days. They travel across the water for many miles. Winkle's daddy told him that some of the ships they saw were used to transport people and cars whenever a road or bridge is not available. Some people take vacations on ships. These giant boats were called cruise ships and were like a floating hotel. They had swimming pools and restaurants. Ships require deep water. The only water between Winkle's house and Grandma's house is a stream. It does not have deep water. The stream is so shallow, it will not even float Winkle's canoe. That's no good. Winkle knows that cars are great transportation. Mommy and Daddy have cars that they drive to work each day. They use their cars to drive him to Grandma's house all the time. But they are working in the yard and cannot drive him right now. Sometimes people hire a taxi or an Uber to travel around town in a car. But Winkle is too young to travel alone. Should Winkle ever get into a stranger's car without his parents' permission? No way! That's no good. Maybe I could ride a bus, thinks Winkle. I ride a bus to school. I see people riding buses in town. Winkle checks the city bus schedule. There are no buses running right now. That's no good. Winkle thinks, maybe I could ride a motorcycle. But wait, have you ever seen a moose ride a motorcycle? Me neither. Besides, Winkle doesn't have a motorcycle helmet, and riding without a helmet is not safe. That's no good. Winkle wants a piece of Grandma's delicious pie. He must figure out how to get to her house. Can I roller skate? Can I ride my scooter? Can I ride my bicycle? But just like walking, skating, riding a scooter, or riding a bicycle would take too long. It is too close to dark. That's no good. Winkle is frowning and has sunk down into his chair. He groans. I have no way to get to Grandma's house and eat a piece of pie. Winkle sadly picks up the phone to let Grandma know he does not have transportation. He cannot make it to Grandma's house for a piece of her scrumptious pie. Just then, he sees another message from her. It says, Winkle, do you have your dish and fork ready? Grandpa and I are turning into your driveway with your piece of pie. That's good. Now, if you had to go to your grandma's house, What kind of transportation would you use? Tell me in the comments, what kind of transportation would you use to go to your grandma's house? And tell me, what kind of pie is your favorite? I hope you enjoyed our new book. And most important, not most important, but go ahead and head over to the store. Get your copy today. And now, most important, give that special someone, maybe a grandma, a hug and tell them you love them. Have a great day.